Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do do. Hi everyone, I'm Lauren, your sewing buddy, and this week I didn't really feel like sewing, so I thought instead we'd take a look at my UFO bin. And for those who don't know, in sewing, UFO refers to an unfinished object, so projects that have been started and then cast aside for whatever reason, usually because I made some kind of silly mistake, or the fit wasn't right, or, things happen. See my Moulin Rouge dress, which then pregnancy, so that doesn't fit right anymore and will probably need to be remade. So in here, first thing I have here is what was going to be a skirt made out of these ribbons that I picked up when I worked at David's Bridal. They decided to move all to cardboard tags and we're throwing these away, which I thought, take some plastic out of the waste and kind of weave those together into a skirt of some kind. The actual work in progress is probably deeper in here. I also have the embroidery project that I started, which was going to be also for the Moulin Rouge dress, the embroidery on her black jacket during that rehearsal dress scene. Instead, I picked up this, which will save me hours and hours and hours of work. It's not exactly a replica of the patterns in the movie, but then my fabric's not screen accurate either, so not really something I'm worried about. Let's see, this, at some point I need to make Jody a hooded mantle for the green elf outfit that I made for them. It even says right here, Jody, elf, mantle, and hood. So that's something that I could probably put together. This, I made Jody and I matching jackets, and I'm not entirely certain why this one is in here. I think this one is Jody's. Do I need to add more buttons? I don't know. I'm going to have them try it on and see what exactly that was about. I have an old one of Jody's shirts in here, which I think was in here for scrap, or was I replacing buttons on it? Nobody knows. Looks like the buttons have all been removed, so yeah, I think this is just scrap fabric, but it's really cool scrap fabric, so that should be in my scraps bin, not in my UFO bin. This is the beginnings of a dress. I've got some darts pinned. Finnegan is starting to wake up, so I may have to step off for a bit. Yeah, I think this was like a petticoat or something, so I can finish that up. I need a petticoat for my Regency stuff anyway. I'm gonna do a brief pause here while I see what Finnegan's on about. Okay, one bottle and one dirty diaper later, we are back. And let's see what else is in here. This is, a skirt. Full length, I think, Victorian skirt I was working on. No, that looks shorter than full length. So, cute
very pleated skirt that I was working on that I should definitely finish at some point. This one, this is the more full-length designed to go over hoop skirt. Has poorly attached hooks and eyes, and that's probably what I was going to fix on it. So that should be a quick and easy fix. Just attach the hooks. This was the mock-up for my combinations that I thought would make a really cute summer romper if I adjusted the crotch seams. I don't know if I'm still into doing that. I may just call this scrap, and that's okay. This is another Jody shirt. Once again, all buttons have been removed, so this was here as fabric. So the back of the shirt is really cool. But again, that is technically scrap. Oh, this was the ribbon dress I made from Costume College ribbons and bags. So this I'm supposed to add onto with my ribbons from the last year I attended. And I think I also found some other ribbons, Jody's ribbons maybe from... No, I think these were just my ribbons from a previous year. Anyway, so these should get added onto here to make this something more like lengthen the skirt or sleeves or something. So that is another project that should be done. These curtains I was going to shorten to put into our bedroom because we have one of those floorboard heaters, so we can't have full-length curtains because then when we turn the heater on, there's a fire hazard. So I was going to shorten these. I don't know if that's still the plan. Do I want them taking up space in my UFO bin? Probably worth it because they're blackout curtains. Okay. Fine. Oh, the last of those ribbons. This was a shirt that I made. This was going to be another design to go with the vest and skirt that you saw in a previous video. I made this when I was working for Manaz, and she had a lot of input for changes to it, which now that I know that she's rather anti-Semitic and I'm no longer working for her, I don't know if I want to implement those changes anymore. I'll have to try it back on and see what I think of it. This was the bodice for my gala gown for Costume College a few years back, which has a pin in the center front. I don't know if that was in there when I wore it or if that was newly added. In any case, this needs bones, so that should be simple enough. Just need to... Really, I could just sew boning channels on the inside and add bones that way. And then I have, I think, a couple of fleece robes that never got put together. One in black and one in blue. And then I have... Oh, this was the mock-up for Emily's vest, or bodice, which is completed, and I no longer need this. It can be scraps. So yeah, that's my entire UFO bin. I didn't get rid of a whole lot, but I do have a couple of things to add in from recent, which I'm going to put the most recent on top because those are the ones I'm most likely to deal with. And yes, I am just cramming everything back in because everything I have can be steamed or ironed. And now I know what's in here. It should be easier to work my way through. And I realized this was actually for the Moulin Rouge dress as a corset cover / petticoat. So, but I can still rework it to work for the Regency one. Speaking of, the entirety of the Moulin Rouge dress can go in here. So I do need to try that on now that some time has passed and see if it can be salvaged or if I just need to start over from scratch. And then that really cute long green vest dress thing that I was working on, same story. I need to see if the bust measurement still works. And then, as I throw all of my rulers and bobbins on the ground, there was that gray dress from a recent video, which I need to either make another panel just like this or make one that's doubly as wide. The fabric for that. And that is the entirety of my UFO bin. I hope this has been at least entertaining for you, and look forward to watching me work through some of these, because I think that's where I'm going next with my sewing. So this was a short little trip. Thank you for joining me. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, check out links to my Ko-fi and Patreon in the description. And go create beautiful things this week.